Have you ever thought about it? How do you take someone's entire life, all the wins, the losses, the moments in between, and turn it into a story that really connects with people? Well, today, we're not just going to learn the rules of writing a biography. We're actually going to build a blueprint for capturing a life. So, yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? How do you distill a person's entire existence into something clear, compelling, and, true? That's the puzzle we're going to solve together today. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the basics, then I'll walk you through what I call the 5-part blueprint. This is the essential structure. After that, we'll look at the words that really make a story pop, we'll do a quick practice round, and then it's all you. Every great project starts with a solid foundation, right? So before we start building, let's just make sure we're all on the same page about what a biography actually is. The key to a truly great biography is this incredible balancing act. It has to be a detailed, factual account. This isn't fiction, but at the same time, it's got to be an interesting story that people actually want to read. That means you have to be an objective reporter and a compelling storyteller all at once. If you can nail that balance, you've earned your reader's trust. All right, let's get to the core of it all, the blueprint. This is the structural framework you can use for pretty much any life story. It's what gives it logic, flow, and real impact. So here are the 5 essential parts. The introduction is your hook. Early life sets the stage. Major achievements, well, that's the heart of the story. Personal life adds that depth, that humanity. And the conclusion solidifies the person's legacy. Now, to see how this all works, we're going to build a mini biography of Stephen Hawking, step by step. Okay, first things first, you have to start strong. This sentence doesn't just say who he is, it tells you about his brilliance, his struggle, and his importance all in one go. It's a powerful hook that just makes you want to know more. Next, we set the scene. Every story has a beginning, and this part grounds the person in a specific time and place. It gives us context, like where did they come from? What shaped them early on? This is usually where you find the seeds of who they're going to become. Now this is the heart of the biography. What did this person actually do? And notice those strong words, groundbreaking, transformed. We're not just listing off facts here. We're describing the impact of their work. This is their contribution to the world. This is where the story gets really human. A person isn't just their list of achievements, their struggles, their personal life. That's what makes them relatable. For Hawking, this challenge is absolutely central to understanding his incredible resolve. And finally, we bring it home with the conclusion. This isn't just a summary, it's an evaluation of their legacy. What's their lasting impact? Why do they still matter? A good conclusion leaves you with a real sense of their significance. It answers that ultimate question, so what? Okay, so we've got our blueprint. Now we need the right tools to actually build the story. And in writing, your words are your tools. Using the right ones can turn a bland description into a really powerful statement. I mean, just think about the difference. You could say someone did something new, or you could say they pioneered something. See, pioneered implies courage, vision. You could say they changed everything, but revolutionized is so much more powerful. Using strong, precise verbs like these is what takes your writing from just okay to really impactful. And of course, there are some essential phrases that are kind of like the nuts and bolts of any biography. These are the building blocks you use to present key facts clearly, from birth and school to career milestones, and they just help the story flow smoothly. All right, you've got the blueprint, you've got the tools. Let's do a quick quality check to see how all these pieces fit together. Think of it less like a test and more like a quick walkthrough. Let's see if you can match these phrases to the right section. First up, she was born in 1956. Yep, that's clearly early life. How about his work was groundbreaking? Totally, that's a major achievement. He will be remembered for. That's got conclusion written all over it. And finally, Marie Curie, famous for? That's a classic introduction. See, it all just clicks into place. Now let's try some word choice. He, blank, known for his unique painting style. Out of our options, which one fits best? It's gotta be became. It shows that progression over time, from being unknown to being recognized. Okay, let's try the next one. She blank the University of Cambridge. This one's pretty straightforward, right? It's a fact about her education. The clearest and most direct word here is just attended. How about this one? He blank the field of computer science with his new ideas. We need a strong verb here to really show his impact. The perfect choice is pioneered. It tells us he didn't just work in the field, he started something totally new. Here's another. She was the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for her work. This one calls for a more formal word, something that conveys an official honor. In this case, the best fit is awarded. And for our last one, he was born in a small town in Argentina in 1960. This takes us right back to the beginning of the story, a core biographical fact. The word we need here is, of course, born. And just like that, you've seen all the components in action. You've got the blueprint, you've got the tools, and you've already practiced using them. So now it's your turn to build. So here's your final checklist. Remember, start with a powerful hook that grabs the reader's attention. Follow that 5-part structure for a clear story. Use strong, precise language to make it all come alive. And always, always end by focusing on the person's lasting legacy. You now have the complete blueprint for telling a life story. So the only question left is a pretty simple one, but it's also the most important one of all. Whose story will you tell?